Hello everybody, I'm Katja. Welcome to your practice today. Today we will be focusing on relieving tension around our neck, our shoulders and our upper backs. And we will also be doing some strengthening work for your back. So just a nice balance of letting go of tension, stretching it out, and then a little bit of working, strengthening those muscles as well. Let's begin. We will start in child's pose. So become comfortable. You can always pad your feet with a blanket or a rolled up towel. You can also tuck something behind your knees to make your knees more comfortable. Stretch your arms out forwards. And again, perhaps if your head isn't quite touching the floor, you can put a cushion or a block or a book underneath your head. And we'll just start with gentle breathing and arriving in your body in this shape. We'll take a nice deep breath in here. A nice soft exhale out through the mouth. Inhaling all the way down into your belly, into your back. Exhale, feel your seat nice and heavy, reaching down onto your heels. One more time, breathing in. And breathe out, your spine is lengthening from the tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. Continue breathing in and out through the nostrils now. And just take a few more breaths to observe how you're feeling today. What brought you on your mat? Perhaps what you'd like to focus on, what you'd like to work on. Begin to stretch your arms out, activate the arms, maybe walking the fingertips a little bit further forwards to just increase a little bit more length through the side of your body, through your armpits, all the way down to the fingertips. And then slowly rock yourself all the way forwards onto your hands and knees. From here, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Keeping the arms nice and long, we're going to inhale. Let your chest shrug down towards the mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And as you exhale, push the floor away, feeling this space widening across your upper back. Inhale, shrug down. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Exhale, we push the floor away and find more space between the shoulder blades. Couple more times. Inhale, shrugging down. Try and keep the head in line with your spine. Exhale, pushing away. And we have one more. Inhaling. Squeeze. Imagine you could squeeze a pencil between your shoulder blades. Exhale, pushing away. Good. Now start to circle your body. Now here you might like to let your head hang a little bit more. We're just exploring any tight areas. If you find any spots that you'd like to just stay a little bit and just move into a little bit, feel free to do so. Still keep breathing in and out slowly through the nose. Change direction. You can make smaller circles or medium or really big circles. Listening to your body, what feels nice for you in this moment. Now aligning your hips over your knees, lower your left forearm to the mat. Your arm is going to be a little cushion for your head to rest on. Your right arm, stretch it out forwards, high up on your fingertips. Rest your head down and then really press into your fingertips. Press a little bit your rib cage over to the right and feel that stretch along the right side of your body. Take a nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Then we switch sides. We'll bring the right arm underneath our head as a pillow. Left arm stretches out. You're digging the fingertips into the ground. You're leaning a little bit into that left side to feel more stretch along the left side, the shoulder, perhaps the arm, down the left side to the hip. And then slowly lift yourself all the way back up. Now separate your knees a little bit more, toes touching. Inhale, take your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, hold it here, reaching up. Inhale, see if you can rotate and turn your chest a little bit more up. And then exhale, thread your right arm all the way under, bringing your head all the way down to the center of the mat. Now your left hand, you can place that in any position that helps you to push the floor away and to help with the rotation. So we're kind of getting into that right shoulder blade and sticking it if it's a little bit stuck on the rib cage, moving it, stretching those muscles. Take another breath here. And exhale. Repositioning your left hand right in front of you. Inhale, lift yourself all the way up. Right arm up to the sky. Turn your right palm behind you. And we're going to wrap this arm all the way around our waist. And we reach as much as we can towards the opposite hip, opposite thigh. Keep turning your chest. Now keeping your chest turning to the ceiling, to the sky, rotate your head the opposite way and look down towards your left hand. Maybe even tucking your chin in a little bit so you're stretching alongside of your neck. Then release your arm and place your right hand down to the mat. Second side, inhale, take your left arm up. Exhale, rotate, lift and lengthen. One more inhale. Exhale, thread the needle with your left arm. Visualize your spine nice and long. Good. You may reposition your right hand into place where you can really benefit and use it to turn your chest. Good. Now hopefully feeling a good stretch across the left side shoulder blade, the upper back. Breathing here. One more inhale. Exhaling. Reposition your right hand, lift yourself up. Left arm goes up. Spin the left palm back, wrap your arm as best as you can around your back towards the opposite hip, even the opposite leg, and turn your chest. Maintain your chest, look down towards your right hand. Tuck the chin slightly towards that shoulder, stretching out your neck. Breathing here. And breathe out, release, come out of the shape. Bringing your knees close together. Rounding your spine into a cat stretch. For a moment, sit back towards your heels, stretching out. Inhale, rock yourself forwards. Walk the hands just a little bit further forwards in front of you. And then slowly with control, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Now from here, you're going to take your hands slightly in front of you. Big cup hands or spider hands, fingertips dipping into the floor. We're going to lift up the chest, pushing the ground away. And then really nice and gently just turning the head towards the right. Gently mobilization and turning your head to the left. Just moving from side to side. Center and the other way. Bring yourself back and lower yourself all the way down. Hands near your chest, right under your shoulders. Cobra Pose, elbows tucking in. Inhale, lift up the chest, lift the head, draw the elbows back. Exhale, lower down. Activating your legs. Legs are nice and strong. Press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lower down. And we've got one more. Inhale, Cobra Pose. Feeling those arms, feeling your upper back engaged, working. And lower back down. Position your right arm 90 degree out towards the side. So the elbow is in line with your shoulder, your hand in line with the elbow. Now we're going to turn our head to the left side. Your left hand is right in front of you. Now like a pencil, you're rolling onto your right side. Keep your right arm. And then you can keep your left leg stacked over your right leg. If you find it's too much, you can put your left knee down in front of you to take a little bit of the weight into that leg. If you find you can go a little bit further and explore the stretch further, you can let your left leg reach behind you. You are stretching your chest muscles, your pecs, the front of the shoulder all the way into the arm. Remember to breathe here. Stretching out. The areas that can get a little bit tight when we spend too much time on our iPads, on our phones, on our computers. And roll yourself all the way down. Change sides. Position your left arm 90 degree, the shoulder at the elbow. Turn your head to the right, hand in front of you, and then roll yourself onto your left side. Good. You can keep your right leg stacked. You can take it behind you, or you can take it in front. Breathing here. One more in here. And back we come all the way onto our tummy. Facing down to the mat. Stretch your arms back and interlacing your fingers behind you. With your hands, reach the tailbone to the heels. Stretch the arms back and then lift your chest and head gently off the mat. You're not trying to come up very high right now. You're just reaching those arms back, draw the shoulder blades down. If you like, energize the legs and float your legs off the floor. Squeeze your legs together, feeling the muscles along the backside working. One more inhale here. And exhale. Breathing in. Breathe out, lower yourself all the way down. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Push up onto your hands and knees. Take a moment in child's pose. Inhaling here. Exhale. Inhale, rock forwards onto all fours. And then exhale, tucking the toes under. Come into your first downward facing dog. Inhale, lengthening up through your pelvis, through your hips, through your groins. Stretch out your fingers nice and wide. And see if you can maintain a space between the top of the shoulders, your neck, and your ears. From here, rock forwards into plank pose. A little bit of strengthening for those arms and shoulders. Beautiful plank, reaching your tailbone to the heels. Push the floor away. Now look at your elbows and make sure that if your elbows go beyond straight, they hyperextend, you want to visually see that your elbows are straight so that they not go beyond straight. So you're just managing your elbows. Lower your left knee down to the mat. Step your right foot forwards for a low lunge. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Lengthen your tailbone down. Engage your tummy muscles. Exhale, we'll take the elbows, pull them down, working our upper back. Inhale, close the arms. Exhale, open the arms, sink forwards gently into your front leg. Inhale, closing. Exhale, open. Breathe in and breathe out. Place your left hand to the mat, opposite your front foot, right hand onto your sacrum, onto the back of your pelvis. Tuck your back toes under and lift your back leg. Now turn your chest towards the right side.
You can stay here, or if your shoulder is comfortable, reach your right fingertips and stretch the arm back. Your thumb is pointing up to the sky. Breathe in here and breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hand down, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale one more time, rock forwards into plank pose. Feeling all the muscles at the front of your body working. And lower your right knee down, step your left foot forwards. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, pull the elbows down. Imagine you're pulling a heavy weight down. Close the arms, breathe in. Keep the elbows lifted. Exhale, open the arms and gently push the arms back. Inhale, closing. Exhale, opening. Breathe in. One more, breathe out. Placing your right hand down, left hand onto your sacrum, the back of the pelvis. Tuck the back toes under, lift your back knee. Turn your chest to the left. Reach your left arm back, thumb up, stretch it back. Gentle rotate. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hand down. We'll step back into downward facing dog. Now in your downward facing dog, step your feet as wide as your mat. Walk your hands closer towards your feet. So you can really pike your hips up nice and high. Now see if you can take your right hand and hold on somewhere along the outside of your left leg. You're reaching down as close as possible to your ankle. Now pull yourself in towards your left leg and hopefully that feeling is stretch across the right side. Breathe here, that left leg is getting a big stretch as well. Release it, right hand comes back down on the other side. Left hand reaches to the opposite leg. Catch the outside, walk your hand close towards your ankle, towards your foot. Turn your chest towards the right. Release, left hand down. And walk the hands back forwards again. Step the feet hip distance. Take one more breath in here. Lift and lengthen, feeling your arms strong, shoulder strong, head releasing between the arms. Now we walk our feet all the way forwards to the top of the mat. We're going to inhale, hands to the shins, lengthen halfway up, draw your shoulders back. Exhale, fold down. Breathe in here, breathe out, roll yourself all the way up to standing. Lift your shoulders up to the ears and roll your shoulders back down. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, open the arms. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift the chest, stretch the arms back and down. Exhale, fold forwards. Your knees might be softly bent. Bend your right knee a little bit more, left leg is long. Lean with your arms to the right. Turn your chest towards your left side. Breathe here. And come back through the center. Bending your left knee, right leg is lengthening. Leaning with your arms to your left side now. Turning the chest to the right. Oh, lovely. Come back to the center. Release your hands. Place them against your shins. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg up high into the sky. Exhale, hug the knee in. Step your foot forwards between your hands. Take a moment to ground your feet into your beautiful lunge. When you're ready, stretch your arms up. We're going to hook our thumbs and stretch up through the fingertips, lengthening, the feet pressing down, the arms stretching up. Lift the front of the hips so you're lengthening your tailbone down at the same time. Pull the elbows out to the side. Now cross the arms, right arm under left arm. And gently press the arms up and away from you. One more inhale here. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale, release your arms, spin your back heel down into Warrior Two. Feeling your arms reaching out, starting from your back. Back's working. Now inhale, straighten your front leg. Turn your back arm, your left hand back and wrap it around you like you did earlier. Go and reach for your hip, maybe the thigh, and just hold on to what you can hold on to. Then lengthen over your right leg into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Rest your right hand lightly along your right leg, maybe fingertips lightly touching the floor. Spin your left side open. We're going to free our left arm and reach it up to the sky. Whilst you're reaching with your fingertips up, turn your head down to your bottom foot, your right foot, and tuck your chin in again a little bit. On your next inhale, bending your front knee, push the floor away back into Warrior Two. Inhale, hold. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause and downward dog. On your next inhale, float your left leg up high. Exhale, step your left foot forwards between your hands. Grounding your feet, finding your balance. Inhale, reach your arms up. Interlace your thumbs. Exhale, stretch the arms up to the sky. Now burst the arms open and imagine you're resisting, you're pulling a heavy weight down. Crossing your arms, left arm under right arm. Wrap the arms as best as you can. Press the elbows up and away from you. One more inhale here. Exhale, spin your back heel down. Turning your chest nice and open, stretch your arms out wide. Warrior Two. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stretch back and forwards through all fingertips. Inhale, straightening your left leg. Your right palm is turning back. Wrap the arm behind you. Try and catch the opposite hip. Breathe in. Lengthen, stretch forwards over your left leg. Resting your hand along your left leg. Maybe fingertips touching the floor. Spinning your chest towards your right. We're going to free the right arm and reach it up towards the sky. Keep the right fingertips stretching up. Turn your gaze down towards your left foot. Tuck your chin towards your left side shoulder. We're going to bend our front leg, left leg, lift up into Warrior Two. Feeling your back strong. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time, inhale, rock forwards into plank pose. You can place your knees on the floor. You can have your knees straight. Slowly, with the elbows close beside your body, lower yourself all the way down. Stretch the legs out nice and long. Point the feet. Reach the tail to the heels. Lift up into your Cobra Pose. And then hands come off the mat. Maybe floating your legs again slightly up. Take a moment here. Draw the shoulders back and down. Now circle the arms all the way back into Locust Pose. Palms facing down. Breathing here. Strengthening our back and shoulders. Release your hands down back to under your shoulders. Inhale, lifting up into Cobra. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Inhale, we float the right leg back up again. Exhale, step your right foot forwards into your lunge. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Once more, interlace your thumbs, stretch the fingertips up. This time, gently bend towards your right side. Feeling that stretch across the front of your left side hip and the waist. Inhale, lift yourself up. Separate your hands, pull the elbows down. Now 3 times. Inhale, reach the arms up. Lengthen the front leg. Exhale, pull the elbows down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Think about those shoulder blades drawing down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach the arms out wide to the side. Right arm under left arm, interlace your arms again. Inhaling here. Exhale, gently tuck the elbows to the chest. Just with the upper back, release your head forwards. Breathe into the upper back. Lift your elbows up. To help with our balance, spin your back heel down. And then lift the elbows a little bit higher. Gaze up towards the sky. From here, release the elbows down. Open the arms out wide. Turning your chest for warrior 2. Now we're straightening our front leg. Take your right arm up, hand behind your head and neck. Left arm is going to come and help it. Pressing the arm gently up and back. Now you can stay here holding your elbow and giving that support into that shoulder stretch, tricep stretch. Or you may take your left arm and wrap it behind you and perhaps catching your fingertips or just holding on to a belt, grabbing a belt or holding on to your top. Breathe in. And then breathe out, bend your right knee and lean into a diagonal for a side angle pose. Take a moment here, inhale and exhale. Now we release the arms, right hand resting lightly on your right thigh. Stretch your left arm up to the sky or up and over into a diagonal. Breathe in and breathe out. The inhale lifts us back up into our warrior 2. The exhale takes us down into downward facing dog. Breathe in downward dog. Exhale. Second side, inhale, float your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot forwards. High lunge, inhale, stretch the arms up. Change the interlace of your thumbs. Exhale, add a small side bend over to your left side, stretching the front of your right side. Inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, separate the hands, pull the elbows down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Breathe in and breathe out. One more, inhale and exhale. Stretch the fingers out to the side. Wrap the arms, left arm under right arm. Inhaling. Exhale, lower the elbows to the chest. Gently bring your head forwards. Breathe into the upper back. Then we'll lift the arms up. Spin the back heel down. And see if you can lift the arms, the elbows, the hands higher up. Press them away from you. Now release the arms down. Open your arms out for warrior 2. Take a moment here, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, lengthening your left leg. Left arm up, hand behind the back of your head, neck. Right hand is going to come and help. Stay here, supporting your left elbow, or take your right arm behind you,
Walking your hand up between your shoulder blade. Holding onto your top, holding onto your fingertips, or grabbing a belt or a scarf. Breathe in, bending your left leg. Exhale, lean into that long diagonal over your left leg. One more inhale. Exhale. We release our hands, left elbow resting lightly onto your thigh, right arm up to the sky, or up and over onto a long diagonal. Inhale, lift yourself back up, warrior two. Exhale, all the way down, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward to plank pose. Exhale, all the way down to the mat. Stretching your toes back, coming up into Cobra Pose again. Pick up your hands off the floor, maybe floating your legs off the floor. This time we inhale, reach the arms forwards. Exhale as if you're swimming, big circle with your arms back into locust. Bend the elbows, hands near the shoulders. Repeat, inhale, reach. Exhale, keep the back of the neck long, so keep the chin slightly tucked down. And again, bend the arms, reach forwards, big circle back. This time interlace your hands behind you and lift the chest, stretch the arms back. Release all the way down. Inhale, push up onto your hands and knees. Well done, sit back into child's pose. Breathing in here. Take a moment, just releasing. Rock forwards, and we got one last standing. This one will be a balance. So tuck the toes back under, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg one more time up. Exhale, step your right foot forwards. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, open your arms. Interlace your hands behind your back. Stretch your arms back. Now start to lean gently forwards. Weight over your front leg. Start to lift your back leg, coming into your warrior three. Pushing back through your left heel, lift the chest so your back is still working. Imagine you're doing that locust pose stuck on top of your right leg. It's the same that you just did on the floor. Now transition, bend your standing leg, heavily step your left foot back. Free the arms, reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in downward dog. And exhale here. Left side, inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, step your left foot forwards. Inhale, reach your arms up, high lunge. Burst the arms open. Interlace your hands. Try and change the interlace of your fingers. Reach the arms all the way back and down, shoulders down. When you're ready, there's no rush. Start to shift your weight forwards. The back leg becomes lighter. You might step it in just a little bit to transition. And then lift up your back leg. Try and keep your hips as square as you can. Right hip facing down. Now keep lifting the chest. Same feeling as in locust. Your back is working. Your spinal muscles are working. Now release it slowly, transition back into your lunge. Sweep your arms up high to the sky. Hands down, downward facing dog. We have our last vinyasa. Inhale, rock forwards into plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Cobra pose, inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now lower your knees down to the floor and come into a comfortable seated cross-legged position. we're going to have our left leg in first and the right leg in front. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Release your shoulders. Good. From here, we're going to take our right arm all the way across. Tip the right ear to the right shoulder. Stretch your left fingertips down to the mat. Now maybe pushing your head into your hand and you might get a little bit stronger stretch. Now tuck your chin in forwards with the hand just around the back of the head, stretching your neck out here. Coming back into that side position, keep your head tipping over towards your right. Take your right fingertips to the floor and just take it a little bit more into a side bend. And we feel hopefully that lovely big stretch along the left side here. Lovely. Then bring yourself all the way back to the center. Interlace your hands behind the back of your neck. Lengthen up through the back of the neck, lifting up the base of the skull. Look up. And then tuck your chin in. Inhale one more time, lifting up. Lifting the heart, looking up gently. The neck is long. And tucking your chin in forwards. And we'll come back to neutral. Let go of the head, stretch your arms up, breathe in. Breathe out, take a big stretch forwards over your shins. Now try and relax your head here. Check if your face is relaxed, there's no tension in your jaw. Your eyes are soft, perhaps closed. Feel free, if it's nice, to just sway a little bit side to side here. Go ahead, sway a little bit. Or be still if that feels the best to do. And then rolling yourself all the way back up. We're going to switch the cross of our legs, change it over. Sit again nice and tall. Inhale, take your left hand across to the opposite side ear. And here comes our next stretch for the right side. We're going to reach the right fingertips down to really get into the side of your right side neck. Tuck your chin in slightly forwards. And again, keep pressing the head into the hand. You will see it makes the stretch more interesting. Coming back to the side. Let go of your head. And almost feel it takes you into a gentle side bend. Slowly lift yourself all the way up. Inhale, reach your arms up. One more time, interlace your hands. Lengthen the base of the skull up to the sky. Look up gently. Exhale, hug the elbows in, looking down towards the floor. Check your shoulders are relaxed here. Repeat. Inhale, lengthening. Sit up even taller. And exhale, looking down. Inhale, coming through the center. Stretch your arms up high. Big stretch forwards over your legs. Breathe in here. And breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale, release your shoulders, neck and head, relax. Roll yourself all the way back up again. And then lie yourself down onto your back. Hug both knees into the chest. Give them a good squeeze. Place your feet down to the mat and shift your hips a little bit off to the right side. Stretch your left leg out long. Hug your right knee in towards you. And we'll take the leg across to the left into a nice twist. Stretching your leg across. Now your right arm, play around with the position and find a place where you get a Good stretch across the front of your chest, your arm, your shoulder. Might be that your arm needs to be lower down if it feels really tight. Maybe your arm goes a little bit higher, maybe bending the elbow. So feel free to play with this gently. Now you can keep your head straight. You can even turn your head the opposite way, the left. So feel free to turn your head in a position that is comfortable and easeful for you. Then we slowly bring ourselves back to the center. Release your right foot down. Let's bring us back to the center and then off to the left a little bit. Right leg out. Left knee in tight towards you. Give it a nice squeeze first. And then into a twist towards your right. Stretching your left arm out. Again, the two sides might be a little bit different. So just take a moment to move that left arm around until you feel a place that is good, where you feel a stretch, but you're still able to relax into it. Allow your eyes to perhaps close, winding down now, slowing down. Slowly bring yourself back to the center. Bring yourself back to as straight as possible. Just settle for a moment, feeling your back. And then take a moment to relax. And if you have a little bit longer, then give yourself permission to relax for as long as you have time for. And just letting go all the tension in your body now. And absorbing your practice. Absorbing that physical stillness in your body. There's only the breath moving in your body. Of course, your blood still moving through your body. But finding as much stillness as possible. Now, if you have a few more minutes, you can stay longer here, of course. Otherwise, you may wiggle your fingers and your toes. Perhaps stretch your arms back, give yourself a nice long big stretch. Hug one knee after the other in towards your chest. And roll onto your right side. Bring yourself slowly up to sitting into a comfortable seat. Feeling your spine nice and tall, lifting up your chest, relax your shoulders. And then we'll take a nice sweep with the arms up to the sky. And draw palms to our heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day. See you soon.